Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Justin.
It was a really exciting game where we scored 6 goals and won 6-3. And as you can
I
tell by my voice, I'm thrilled.
I loved it. It was a great time. The Rangers are now up 3-1 in the series. Did you know that?
I know that now because you said it out loud. The percentages of that is calculating 75% of the wins in the series.
If I had to listen to that commentator as an OHL fan every single game, I would not be an OHL fan.
No.
Welcome to the AudPod.
I don't know if that's going to get us in trouble for saying that, but honestly, yeah, put Farwell on the radio and sync it up because oh my god.
It was brutal. It's just brutal. Like
It's just brutal. It's just one note. Like, and
Yeah.
he's got a good voice. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just one note. And I know that we're harping on something that has nothing to do with the game. But man, did it take the enjoyment out of the
It's
game
just
to
so
some degree.
draggy. It's like,
Oh my goodness.
we were up 4-0 at one point, and I was like not excited about it.
No, I know.
I know he's the
And
away guy, but it's also just one broadcast.
yeah, but like, both Mike and Jason, our two, our radio and our TV play-by-play guys, there's excitement that builds into the play.
Yes. And
Yeah.
even when Windsor had almost a comeback, there was no excitement.
I know.
It was like, this is your chance, man.
I know. He's like, the Spitfires have breathed some life into this crowd here tonight in this third period by scoring 2 goals. I was like, you'd never know it. Not from you.
Nope, not from you. Okay.
Anyway, enough
harping on broadcasters. We're sorry, but not sorry. We won this game handedly. Like this game, I mean, I know the final score was 6-3. But I mean, the Rangers had this in hand. They scored the first goal for the first time in the series, which was exciting.
It was a little nerve-wracking for me because I was like, is this going to be the opposite because they scored first?
I know. Sometimes when they score second, it's better. But then they scored 4 in a row. Which, changes the feeling quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Windsor went 0 for 7 on the power play.
Yeah, that's insane. They got so many power plays. It really felt, this is like, there was a lot about this game I did not enjoy. I didn't feel like the penalties were called in anywhere fairly. Like, so much stuff was happening to the Rangers, and they were only calling stuff against the Rangers. It was like,
no, and I understand, like, to some degree, if a team's up 4-0, you're not going to get the calls. But it's also like there's just like a point where you're just kind of like eye rolling because you're just like, oh, okay, so they can just do whatever they want and not get a penalty.
They can fully elbow Lamb in the head and push him to the ground and create an opportunity that they then score on because they're losing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, what I will preface all this with is, I mean, everybody was going tonight. Everybody had, thought, a good game. It was difficult to appreciate it with, the man reading from, War and Peace, like some sort of boring, I don't know, not even War and Peace, but just it just sounds like he's, I don't know. It's just too much. It's such a stark contrast to the excitement of the hockey game.
Yes.
That it does bother you.
This was game 4 of the Western Conference Final. And it felt like a Tuesday night game against a mismatched night.
It really does. And I mean, I got to say a special shout out to the gentleman who does the interviews in between the second and third period in the studio for your TV. It's incredible. He does about as much preparation as we do, which is nothing. The difference is, it's supposed to be official for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we should stop complaining because we won. Luca Romano had an amazing night. Sam O'Reilly had an amazing night.
Yes. Cameron Arquette had an amazing night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cameron
Christian
Arquette.
Humphreys.
Carson Campbell had an amazing night.
Yes, Christian Kirsch had an amazing night.
Dylan Edwards looked electric out there. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's crazy when like Sam O'Reilly and Jack Pridham and like, yeah, Christian Humphreys kind of get buried because it's just like so much good. Every line was firing.
Hayden Ellis was back.
Hayden Ellis was back. Elena's was warming up, but didn't play. 13th
Yeah, that's
forward.
okay.
That's good sign.
Didn't need him tonight.
Didn't need him tonight.
They do need him, but they didn't need him
Rest
tonight.
him because we'll need him in the next round, you know?
Yeah. Well, here's what I will say. We don't want to look past Windsor because that's just something that Windsor does. Windsor likes to look past teams, especially when they're up 3-0. You remember that?
Yeah, that's true. I could see how that could go poorly for us.
Yes, exactly. So we don't want to look past Windsor. We don't want to look past the fourth win, always the hardest one to get, as they say. It's always the hardest one to get.
The last one is the last. You always
the
looking,
toughest.
The thing that you're looking for is always in the last place you look because you stop looking.
That's true.
Yeah, Hayden Ellis, he looked great. He was out there. Cameron Arquette, the commentators were really thought he was injured, and then he immediately came out on the next shift and scored. So I think he's fine.
Also, let's be honest here. Windsor gave a Spitfire the 3rd star, and Carson Campbell didn't get a star, and he had the game winner and an assist.
Yeah,
and I don't have how many blocks he had because that's not available to me, but I know he had some blocks as well.
Yeah, Gabriel Sherratt also got
homer things.
That was an empty net goal, but yes, yeah, it was a bit of homery. Yeah, it's weird because who makes the 3 stars? It's the commentators, right?
Yes, it is the media. Yeah.
Cool. We won. We're going back to the odd. Let's hope we don't have to go back to Windsor. That's actually what I want to hope.
I will tell you, I will not be listening to that commentator.
Yeah,
and I will
be putting Farwell on the
Farwell. Yeah, for sure.
Farwell on the radio while watching the TV is what I will be doing.
No matter how much pausing we have to do to try and sync up the radio and the TV, I will make it happen.
Yeah. So worth it. Pretty dominant game. Yeah, everybody played well.
Yeah, they ended up with 3 goals, in the 3rd, but at no point did it feel like they had momentum after those first 2 goals were scored. It looked like, okay, maybe they will. And then, 6.5 minutes later, Luca Romano scores shorthanded, and you're just like, oh no, this is over. We're going back, to the odd, up 3-1.
Does Windsor has a -2 power play goal differential.
Right.
Yeah. Because they've scored on 1 power play opportunity in this series, and the Rangers have 3 shorthanded goals.
Yep. This is, I don't want a victory lap, but we did say that, if Kitchener makes adjustments, they are the more skilled team. They're going to beat them. And that was exactly what we saw. Was they had 1 extra day of practice and it all changed.
It was the clearest moment of that to me was in the first period. Windsor was doing their crazy dive bomb thing during a line change, and Cameron Reid was standing behind the Kitchener net, and he just waited for the Spitfire to make his commitment, and then he just like very easily got the puck away, and then all of a sudden the Rangers had numbers going the other way because the other guy is way far back in the other end. It was like, as soon as they planned for it, they were ready for it. Like, it was so easy to counteract that move.
It was just, adjustments were made.
Yes.
And it just felt like you had 2 heavyweight boxers and one was being super aggressive, and it, the Rangers, if they were the boxer, they're winning the rounds on the scorecard, but the last round they got caught by one, and now what do they need to do? They need to counterpunch, and that's what they did tonight. It was just like rather than try and just slug it out, it was like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make little adjustments, and we're going to take advantage of when Windsor is overly aggressive. And, they were 2 for 3 on the power play. That's, that was huge to start the game. They
For sure.
punished them with those early power play goals in the first.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this game. It was, from a Ranger standpoint, it was great. From an entertainment standpoint, it was terrible. And
Yeah.
that's where we're at. So,
Don't get me wrong. The action was great.
The
but
action was great. The presentation was
not great.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Plated very poorly. Let's put it that way.
It's like when they Jackson Pollock the play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it's all
they just
brown goop.
Just put it in a blender. It tastes delicious, but they blended it. Yeah.
Okay. Enough making fun of everyone. This was what episode are we on? Is this 13? Is this our
13.
unlucky road to the Robertson?
Unlucky. But it wasn't unlucky.
It wasn't unlucky. It was great. Okay, so we're back on Friday night at home at the Odd, May 1st, 7:00 game, game 5. I mean, hoping it's the last one of the series.
Yeah, hopefully.
So
Yeah.
So,
and of course, Brantford is up 3-1 on Barrie, so we might have a matchup in 1 or 2 games potentially if both these teams can close them out. Like I said, don't count your chickens.
Nope. They already announced the next round schedule. We're not going to talk about that now because we don't want to jinx it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's us. See you on Friday.
Go Rangers.
Go Rangers.